Good morning, South Florida. This is a special update on Tropical Storm Dorian. We just had the 11 a.m. advisory come through, and I want to share that with you. Okay, so quite a few changes versus last night or even this morning. First off, we'll start with it's a stronger storm. Winds now at 70 miles per hour. That's getting up there as far as tropical storms go. And moving to the northwest at 13 miles per hour, pressure is down. So stronger. Remember yesterday the storm got ripped up a little bit. The circulation was weak after it passed through St. Lucia. Now the vortex is stacked and it's been able to strengthen a little bit. You can see gusty, squally weather going through Anguilla and also right through there. That is an eye wall that is forming just around St. Croix. Motion is to the northwest, so this could pass through the Virgin Islands almost as a direct hit there, and also toward Puerto Rico, at least on the very tip of Puerto Rico. That's what the latest cone says, so let's go through this together. This just came out. The storm is likely to maintain its strength or possibly become a Category 1 hurricane as we go through the rest of this afternoon, this evening, and tomorrow. And that would bring those impacts to Puerto Rico, the Virgin Islands, and St. Croix. Thereafter, it looks like it will miss the southeastern Bahamas, but there's no reason why it can't continue to strengthen out in these environments over the western Atlantic. So as we go through Thursday evening and Friday, winds continue to pick up. 85-mile-per-hour Cat 1 is currently in the forecast by Friday morning. Thereafter, we have a jet, and that jet, that building high, I should say, is going to want to push it further to the west. Look at the curl that we have. So as we get into Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, that brings it back in the general direction of the northern Bahama Islands and also Florida all the way to the Georgia coastline. And that strengthening is likely to continue. By Saturday morning, a Category 2 is forecast now. By Sunday morning, the latest forecast, Category 3 with winds to 115 miles per hour. Sometime Sunday or Monday, taking aim somewhere along the southeast U.S. is possibly a Category 2 hurricane. That's the latest from the National Hurricane Center. I know some of us saw that cone. I'm going to go back to this for just a second as well. We saw that cone and we see Florida, South Florida on the very edge of it. And we're thinking, you know, we're not in the middle of it. I want to highlight South Florida is not out of the woods. I'm not trying to scare you or anything. Just we need to stay vigilant with this storm as we are still in the cone in South Florida. And the uncertainty with this storm is still higher than normal. So we could still see it swing near the cone, the edges of the cone, or even possibly outside. So I don't want you to drop your guard here locally yet. The odds of a strong hurricane are increasing. As we just stated, it could reach Category 3 status, and a strike on the U.S. mainland now looking more and more likely. Exactly where remains highly uncertain. Anywhere from the Georgia to Carolina coast to the southern tip of Florida remains on the table. The timing, Sunday or Labor Day. That's the latest with this 11 a.m. advisory. We're going to dive through more of this and bring you all the latest details with that coming up at noon. We'll see you then.